Hello students, myself Vishal Chaudhary and I welcome you in this video, and today we are going to know a story. The name of this story is A Letter to God by G.L. Friends. So dear students, first of all we will discuss about the introduction of this chapter, and then we will know the explanation of this chapter, and this is very important as the viewpoint of your board examination. So let us start this video without wasting any more time. Let us continue. So first of all we will talk about the introduction, and on the basis of this chapter we can say the story A Letter to God by G.L. Friends revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something. The story is set in a Latin American country, Lancho the farmer, and in this story the main character named Lancho the farmer, who is the protagonist of this story, writes a letter to God. And why he writes a letter to God? Seeking help from the Almighty after discovering his entire crop yield destroyed by a devastating hailstorm. Although he wishes get fulfilled partially, if not completely, he is ungrateful in the end and questions the honesty and modesty of the postmasters who actually helped him with money in the name of God. And even we can say this is the irony in this story, as Lencho said that God, please don't send me money through the post office, send me money directly. Even the post office employees are the bunch of crooks, and this is the ironical statement, students. Why? Because the only the postmasters and his relative his employees were the persons who helped Lencho by sending him 70 pieces instead of 100, because will they would not collect some of the money as Lancho demand from the god 100 pieces. So as they could only 70 pieces, so they send him. But Lancho questioned on this, okay, why he sent only 70 pieces and God could not deny his request. So these are the post office employees who were the crooks, even who were the bunch of crooks. So he asked God to send him money directly. So this is the introduction of this chapter, student. Let us know the explanation of this chapter. तो जैसे हमारा चैप्टर ये शुरू होता है स्टूडेंट, तो इन द वेरी बिगिनिंग ऑफ दिस चैप्टर this is written, and on your screen you can also look the house, the only one in the entire valley, set on the crest of a low hill. From this high height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn, dotted with the flowers that always promise a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Now, first of all, let us discuss some of the word, those we can say difficult on the basis of these lines as we have read about it. So, first word is here crest. Crest is, student, meaning top of a low hill, and not we can say low, even top of a hill or the mountain. And peak, as a synonym we can use peak, even the highest point, and top or crest. Dotted here refer to the full of, and downpour here refer to the heavy rain, and intimately means closely, करीब से वो अपने फील्ड को जानता था. तो वी कैन से ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द above reading कि Lancho the farmer lived on the only house that was there on the top of a hill. The hill was low heighted. From there, a river and a ready to harvest corn field were visible. The field belonged to Lancho, and he had the utmost confidence that the harvest would reap great profits. And students, the only thing that he awaited was only the thing was that ki rainfall. In this hope, he spent an entire morning gazing at the sky in the northeast direction, from where a drizzle was expected to shower on his field. And now we can say in the another lines of this story, as you can look on your screen, okay, now we are really going to get some water, women. The woman who was preparing supper replied, yes, God willing. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the women called them all. Come for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lancho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of cloud could be seen approaching, and the air was fresh and sweet. The men went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body, and when he returned, he exclaimed, "These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10 cents pieces, and the little ones are fives." Now the student, this is very important question. Here in your exam the question can be asked, means examiner can ask you the question कि what were the meant of the rain as a new coins to the lencho, कि रेन का क्या मतलब था न्यू कॉइन्स के रूप में लेंचो को, एंड उसने किस अमाउंट से उनको कंपेयर किया था. So here we can say the big drops are 10 and the little ones are 5 cents. Now in this we can say the important word exclaimed means cry out suddenly in surprise, strong emotion or pain. This is, we can say, a difficult word on the basis of above passage, and on the basis of the explanation we can say through as we are the man, when while looking at the sky confidently, tells his wife that they, to which the lady replies by saying, only if everything happens as they hope and expect. Their elder children were working at the field and the younger ones were playing near the house when Lancho's wife calls everyone for dinner. It is during that time drops of rain began to fall, hereby proving the farmer's prediction to be true. The wind was pleasant and clouds could be seen approaching from the northeast sky. Lancho goes out to the house to take pleasure and feeling the droplets on his body. He refers to the drizzle as coins, large droplets being equivalent to 10 cents and the smaller ones were compared to the 5 cents. And he says so because these raindrops would ensure a good crop which would eventually get them a lot of money. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flower draped in a curtain of rain, but suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with rain, very large hailstone began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coin, and the boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. And the typical word, student, we can say here, regarded, means consider or think of in a specific way, and draped here we can say adorn, cover, or even we can say wrapped someone or something. Hailstones, a pallet of hail, and resemble have a similar appearance to or qualities in common with someone or something. Look or seem like, and exposing here means make something visible by uncovering it, means we can say reveal. Even we can say evince. And on the basis of the our passage we can say, on seeing everything go as expected, Lenchu reflected upon the field and the flower covered with droplets which seemed as if they were wrapped in a curtain. Unexpectedly strong winds started blowing, leading to a hailstorm, and satirically the writer referred to these pallets of frozen rain as new silver coins. The innocent boys became playful and went out in the rain to play and collect these hailstones which looked like frozen pearls. Now the next stanza, what he said in this, on the basis of the story, that it is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man, and I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly for an hour. The hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, and on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. स्टूडेंट, ये एक मेटाफोरिकल मीन्स एक मेटाफोरिकल स्टेटमेंट है. हियर द वाइटनेस ऑफ द फील्ड इज गोइंग टू कंपेयर विद द वाइटनेस ऑफ द सॉल्ट. अब देखिए मेटाफर कहाँ पर होता है कि विदाउट लाइक एज और सो हम कंपेयर करते हैं चीज़ों को, इवन द हम कंपेयर करते हैं क्वालिटीज़ को दो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट चीज़ों की विदाउट लाइक एज और सो, जैसा कि यहाँ पे हुआ है. खैर आगे देखते हैं. द फार्मर नाउ स्टार्ट्स वरिंग एंड होप्स दैट द स्टॉर्म गेट्स ओवर क्विकली, which to his utmost disappointment even didn't. The hailstones covered the entire valley, including the house garden, hillside, and the cornfield. It made everything look so white that it seemed as if it was covered in salt. And next year, student, even not a leaf remained on the tree. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." That night was a sorrowful one, and all our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. We'll all go hungry this year. So now the student plague here we can say the meaning is a destructively numerous inflow or multiplication of a harmful animal in infestation, and locust here refer to the insects which fly in a big group or destroy crops. Means आप कह सकते हैं कि जैसे जो टिड्डियों का दल होता है ना बेटे, लोकटस ऑफ ए प्लेग्यू ऑफ लॉक्टस ये रेफर टू द मीन्स टिड्डियों का जो दल होता है कि वो भी इससे ज़्यादा छोड़ देता, लेकिन इस हेल स्टोन्स ने तो कुछ छोड़ा ही नहीं है फसल में. नाउ वी कैन से ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द अबव कि Lencho became stressed and disappointed as everything went against the plan as he was thinking about the things, but the trees had shed their leaves and even corns were smashed and the flowers had also fallen from their plants. While standing in the withered fields, he conveyed his dismay and sorrow to his sons by commenting that the effect of the storm proved to be worse than that of crop destroying insects. All their hard work had gone in vain. He felt helpless as no corn had been left and feared that they might have to starve this time. But the next thing is that student, but in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope. And what was that? The help from God. A student, ये भी एक क्वेश्चन बन जाता है एग्जाम में कि what was the only hope of Lencho. Lencho की only hope क्या थी? So the hope was help from God. So don't be so upset even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. And this was the light of optimism in this chapter, as his wife said. And here solitary student here refer to the existing means alone, lonely. हम कह सकते हैं. Even Even after everything had gone southwards, means gone wrong, the family still had hope in their hearts. They had faith in the Almighty even after nothing was left. They gave each other support and recalled a saying which assured that no one ever dies of starvation or the lack of food. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, and what was that? The help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of a man, working like an animal in the field, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday at daybreak, he began to write a letter, which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing, and it was only just letter, was a letter to God. And the student here, difficult word we can say, conscience means an inner sense of right and wrong. An ox of a man means hard working, and daybreak the time in the morning when daylight first appears. Lencho spent his entire night thinking of the only option left, and that was to seek the help of God, who he had been informed has its eyes and ears everywhere. He thought of writing a letter to God, conveying his grievances, despite sending all these years working at the farm. He still knew how to write, but he started writing on the Sunday morning and thought of mailing it himself by going to the town कि मैं ये लेटर ना भगवान को भेजूंगा ही भेजूंगा. अब देखिए आगे क्या बात आती है स्टूडेंट कि गॉड ही रोट, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I needed 100 pieces in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes. Because the hailstorm, next he wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled, went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. Now the important word here referred that ke pieces. What is that? Ke the basic monetary unit of Mexico, several other Latin American currency countries, and the Philippines. Next है, on the basis of above student, in this letter to God, he communicated his poverty stricken situation and mentioned that he needed 100 pieces to regenerate the crop along with the surviving until they are ready to harvest. On the envelope, he wrote to God because he didn't know the address of the God. So he just write to God, then at the post office, and placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it in the mailbox. One of the office employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career, even as a postman, had he known that address. The postmaster, a fat and amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost and immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk commented, "What faith! Wish I had the same. I wish I had the same faith as this man who wrote this letter, starting up a corresponding with God, जिसने भगवान से ही correspondence को शुरू कर दिया है." A postman who was also an employee of the post office noticed Lancho's letter and showed it to the postmaster. They both felt amused, but the postmaster fat and friendly. Postmaster was fat and friendly. Immediately developed a sense of seriousness. He was astounded at the amount of faith Lancho has in God and wished he had the same. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea: answer the letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than the goodwill ink and paper. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked the money from his employees. His employees gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. So here the student, the explanation of this we can say, with good intentions, the postmaster read the letter and thought of replying to it as so as to keep the writer's belief intact. But the writer expected the reply in a different way that could not be fulfilled with pen and papers and the morals. The farmer had demanded 400 pieces, and the postmaster, along with his colleague and the new friends who were more than willing to donate for a good cause, collected a pool of money to help Lancho. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pieces, but instead of this, they were able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lancho, and with it letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. Despite his best effort, he was only able to collect an amount not more than half of what was required. He then addressed it to Lancho along with the letter which was undersigned by God. And now the student, what happened? The following Sunday, Lancho came a bit earlier. So then, usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Lancho showed not the even slightest surprise on seeing the money, and such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not. So what he thought कि God could not have made a mistake, and nor could he have denied Lancho's what he had requested. So what next Sunday, what happened बच्चों कि क्या हुआ कि next Sunday Lancho came looking for the reply a bit earlier than expected. The postmaster handed him the letter, waiting to see him joyful and surprised, while the postmaster, feeling satisfied, oversaw it from his office. On the contrary, the farmer got disheartened on seeing that the money was less than what he asked for. His faith is still and he believed that God cannot make such a mistake. And immediately Lancho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink, and on the public writing table he started to write. With much wrinkling of his brow caused by the effort he had to make to express his idea, when he finished, he went the window by a stamp which he licked and then affixed an envelope with the blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God of the money that I asked for. Only 70 pieces reached me. Send me the rest since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. And student, ये एक irony statement है लेकिन पोस्ट ऑफिस एम्प्लॉइज ने उसकी मदद की थी एंड उसने उन्हीं को धोखेबाज बताया. एंड आयरनी मीन्स के when there is a marked contrast between what is said and what is meant, there it is called ironical statement we can say. Sometimes it can be asked in your poetry section also. The exam में भी ये काफी पूछा जाता है and the question बन सकता है कि what is ironical in this chapter in your board exam also. खैर अब आगे देखते हैं. ऑन बीइंग डिसअपॉइंटेड ही स्टार्टेड लुकिंग फॉर इंक एंड paper to write to God again. While writing, his eyebrows got curled out of the concentration with which he was drafting a new request. And on completing, he affixed it with the stamp. As soon as he dropped it into the mailbox, the postmaster took it out to read it. Lencho complained that he had only received 70 pieces and he is really in need of 100 and the remaining amount. He doubted the integrity and honesty of the post office employees and he suggested that the money should not be sent by a post office because he doubted that the staff at the post office must have stolen the missing amount. So means it was your chapter, student. And here I think, or on the basis of the story, I can also say that the Lancho, who is the main protagonist, we can say is a having means lack of patience. Somewhere he is not having much patience कि उसमें धैर्य की कमी थी. And she was एक ready to take the immediate action. So somewhere we can say these things are not too good according to the situation, but sometimes we can say कि these things are very good as he was firm faith in God. उसको ईश्वर में कितना अल्टीमेट विश्वास था. इवन पोस्टमास्टर ऑल्सो थॉट दैट and also said that I wish I had the same faith as this man is having in God. So student, this was your chapter and I hope कि आपको ये पसंद आया होगा. If you have any query, any question in your mind related to this chapter, so you can ask me personally and you can also comment in the comment section. बाकी in the next video I will send you the question answer of this and please be careful. अच्छे से पढ़िए. It will help you in your board examination. Thank you.